I just keep getting stuff. More and more stuff. That's all I seem to get. You know, whenever I get anything, it turns out it's stuff. And you've read the title. You already know what this is. I bought more stuff from Aliexpress. This video is actually going to be split into two. One of them is a clone corner, which is what you're watching now, and the other is going to be a, well, you already know my other love, Transformers. So this thing, I'm just going to unbox real quick here, and we will get a look at it in its own video. But this is a, ooh, wow. This is like the Studio Series Voyager Optimus, but it's in like Ultra Magnus colors, and it came with tons of cool weapons. So we're going to actually get into that in its own video, because I just have so many clones in this other box that I don't want to waste time trying to talk about a Transformer in one video and then clones in another. So let's just get this all out of the way right now, because I got a lot. Man, they showed some new ones, and I kind of put off ordering them, but then they showed off even more new ones, and I'm like, okay, now I'll place an order. This is nearly $100 of bootleg clone troopers. I wish these things were cheaper. I do. I very much wish they were cheaper. But still, they're not too bad. They're like 19 bucks each. It just adds up, man. It adds up when you get like 6 of them, which is what I have here. I've got 6 bootleg 6-inch clone troopers. I always love how they pack them. Just a very nice, compact container. One thing about these bootleg Black Series clones, though, I feel like it's really going to come back and bite me in the butt if Hasbro ends up doing a lot of these themselves. Because I don't really know how much I would be willing to just have the bootleg and not the real Hasbro one. But fingers crossed, we'll see. I don't know if Hasbro ever has plans to do Phase 1 Waxer and Boyle in Black Series. So here's Phase 1 Waxer. I wish they had removable helmets, though, because, you know, they've actually got faces. But yeah, one really nice thing about Phase 1 Waxer and Boyle is that they actually redeemed themselves, and they gave them the proper deco for the armor. So they actually have the solid knee pads, the solid hand guards, elbow pads, the stripe on the shoulder, because the Phase 2 Waxer and Boyle were pretty much just the Phase 2 212th with, you know, Waxer and Boyle special helmets on. But yeah, it's kind of cool having Phase 1. I don't know if we will see a Phase 1 Commander Cody at any point to go with these guys, but I really do appreciate having them. I can tell their helmets are a little warped. That's pretty disappointing. I forget how easily these heads pop off on these bootlegs. I'm going to try maybe heating the heads up after the video, hopefully. Hopefully they, you know, get back into shape a little bit. But the paint's really nice. Look at the deco on this. Here, let me just zoom in. The deco on these helmets is really nicely done. Super crisp. You see the battle droid right there and all the little hatch marks. And then with Boyle here, we got his little logo. These do look really nice. And I do, again, appreciate the proper deco on the armor. I think that's really nice. So as far as I know, these guys are actually 100% accurate. And if you would rather have the Phase 2 versions be accurate, I guess you could buy these and do a head swap and just have extras, or if you're just okay with the Phase 1s being inaccurate, you could do that. But yeah, it is nice that they did kind of, in a way, correct the bodies, but in a way giving us a different version of the characters to have in 6-inch. The thing with me, with my relationship with clone troopers, it's kind of complicated, because I do love getting these. I really do. But the main thing is, you know, how far am I going to go with 6-inch clone troopers? Because I stopped buying Black Series in the first place because I was tired of having the same thing I already had, just a couple inches taller. But it's with clone troopers, I'm like, it's clone troopers, you know? I can justify this easier because it's clone troopers. It's funny, there's just tons of weapons. Just tons of weapons. I don't know how many of these I'll use, but yikes. That's about like, what, two of each kind of gun for each guy? So yeah, you know, I don't, especially with these bootlegs, I can see some collectors just totally dismissing these because they are not legitimate. And that's okay, you know. These aren't legitimate, and you don't need them because they're not legitimate. This one's really exciting, though. This is a plain ARF Trooper. Looks like his helmet is definitely in need of some help. Here, let's get that off. Again, just like the other ARF Trooper I have, the 501st. This one, you can remove the head. I feel like this one's glued on a little bit better, but you can see it's still not perfect. So can we peel this up again and try to correct the position of this? Because I had to do that with my 500 first. Oh, this one's glued on a lot tighter. I don't know if I'll really be able to correct that too well. But I do like the plain ARF Troopers, and I'm pretty happy to have one in 6-inch now. It is just a shame that it's like a 2-piece helmet. And this one, the helmet doesn't want to go on the head all the way, so you're seeing like the chin. That's kind of lame. Yeah, I guess I'll have to work on this helmet too, because it's not as nice and well done as my 500 first. But yeah, it is kind of nice though that there is ARF Trooper. But just keep in mind, these are bootlegs, so the quality's not going to be 100%. But with the bodies, I've already gone over these a trillion times. The bodies, the articulation's really nice. I have so far had zero problems with the articulation on any of these guys. It's pretty nice, pretty fluid, feels good. I am pretty disappointed in this helmet, though. Like, look at that. You can see his chin. It looks like an adult wearing a costume. Maybe we can tuck that up a little bit. That looks a little better, I guess. But that visor, too. I might try to heat up that helmet and get that visor situated differently. Maybe if I, cut some of this hair off, it'll sit on better. Because I don't need to see a plain white, creepy Tamora Morrison face. Even though, look at how weird this is. This is, surreal. Isn't that odd? Isn't that so odd? I just think it's weird in the first place that Hasbro decided to have blank heads that the helmets go over, and they just glue the helmets on. I'm happy they're finally going away from that. Like with the new, just plain Phase 2 they're coming out with. I'm happy that has the proper face underneath. Same with Commander Apo, the Target exclusive. So, next up, let's get another 212th out of the way. I spent so long setting them up just to immediately knock them over. It's perfect. So perfect. So this one is pretty special because this is a 212th ARF Trooper. This is something we've never really seen before. And I really enjoy this. Interestingly, this has the Waxer and Boyle body. Okay. I didn't expect that. I thought this would just been a plain 212th, but no, this is the Waxer and Boyle body. So what I think I'm going to do, let me actually just grab them off my shelf right now. I can at least make my Phase 2 Waxer accurate by giving him this ARF Trooper's body, and the ARF Trooper just giving him Waxer's body. Because I kind of expected this just to be a standard 212th body, Because you can see, look at how different this is. This is not the same body, armor, deco at all. It's very different. So I'm very happy to actually say, just by getting the ARF Trooper, I've been able to at least make my Waxer accurate. Because with Boyle, you hardly see Boyle, right? You hardly see him in the actual Clone Wars show in his Phase 2 armor. So I'm not as worried about him being accurate. But still, I appreciate that. I've at least got a more accurate Waxer now from just getting a 212th ARF Trooper. Because that looks a lot better. With the accurate striping and everything. That looks a lot better. I might actually grab another of these ARF Troopers just to fix Boyle. And then I'll just have another ARF Trooper. I don't know. But I do appreciate this ARF Trooper. Because it has a pretty unique helmet print. I do like that. I kind of like the orange around the breathing thing. This one, the visor's actually glued on perfect. And again, this one, the helmet can be removed. But this one sits nice on the helmet, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So far, I'm actually really happy with this ARF Trooper, the 212th one. It's very nice having a 212th ARF Trooper. I think it's really cool. But then, last and definitely not least, we're getting closer to completing the Umbara boys. We do not have kicks yet. I don't think we've got kicks yet. But here is Dogma. Oh my gosh. Friggin' Dogma, dude. See, this is what convinced me to get back into these. Because I don't think Hasbro's ever going to get around to making the Umbara guys. I just don't see it happening. I really don't. I don't see them taking the time or the budget or the allotment to just make the Umbara boys. I just don't see it happening. This Dogma looks so cool. The paint looks really nice. I always loved Dogma's design, too. Dogma's such a great character. He's probably one of the standouts of the Umbara arc. This is so nice to have. See, it's funny. At the start of this, I was kind of iffy, because I'm like, I don't really know if I need these, but come on, dude, there's Umbara guys, and here's Tup! Freaking Tup, dude! Good soldiers follow orders. Oh my gosh, it's him! It's so nice having these. So we have, let's see, we have Apo. Technically we have 5s officially from Black Series. We've got Rex officially, but from AliExpress we've got Apo, we've got Hard Case, we have Jesse, pre-ARF Trooper Jesse. I think we're just missing Kix. I think Kix is one of the main ones we're missing. But it'd be nice if they did Kix and then like maybe if they do the ARF Troopers with like the proper Phase 2 helmets for 5s and Jesse. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, we're very close to having the Umbara crew. We're super, super close. And man, this looks really good. Tup's got his little teardrop right there. He's got the teardrops on the shoulder pads. I always loved Tup's blue stripes on his legs instead of, you know, typically blue stripes are only on the arms for clones. So it's kind of cool he's got them on the legs. Man, this is sweet. Man, this is so cool. Yeah, I'm digging it. It's just nice having them, dude. It's nice having more of the Umbara guys. Because Umbara is probably my favorite aspect of the Clone Wars, the show. And it's nice to have action figure representations. You know, and AliExpress is pretty much the only way this has been able to happen. It's pretty much the only way. There are a few other AliExpress clone troopers I did not get. Unfortunately, a version of this ARF Trooper with the, like a backpack was already sold out and I wasn't able to get that. There's also a Phase 1 212th Trooper with like the Phase 2 print design, kind of similar to the Sideshow one. And that's just not really accurate at all to anything except that Sideshow figure, so I just wasn't really interested in getting that. This is cool, though. They are not cheap, unfortunately. I wish they were dirt cheap. But, you know, they're a little under $20 a piece, which is, you know, they're pretty decent quality. The paint's nice. You can see they've got some weird issues with the helmets, like especially this plain Jane ARF Trooper. I'm hoping I can get that fixed somehow, because that looks kind of odd. I don't know why that looks odd, but the normal one looks fine. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe if I... jeez. Oh, nope, not that. Maybe if I just... I don't know if I can rotate the head. Would that help? Kinda. Except he's got his chin poking out the back now. Gross. But that does kinda help. Yeah. You can tuck that chin in. That looks better. Yeah. That looks better. I just have to fix the visor a little bit, but even that's not too bad. It's not as bad as my 501st was out of the box. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I really like these. It's cool having a plain white ARF Trooper, and then 212th and 501st ARF Troopers, and I did discuss the 501st one in a separate AliExpress unboxing, so check that video out if you want to. Yeah, I can't really pick a favorite out of all of these. They're pretty cool. They're all pretty cool. You already know the articulation, you already know the accessories. It's the same thing we've already had with new paint. That is essentially what Clone Troopers are. It's a paint fest. It's a repaint collecting frenzy. That's what Clone Troopers are. And it's cool getting more of the Umbara crew. I'm really hoping AliExpress finishes them, man. We really need kicks. We really need kicks, and I would love for AliExpress to get a hold of the ARF Trooper mold and do Jesse in 5s with the Phase 2 helmets. Because Black Series officially has only done the Phase 1.5 helmets. And for Jesse, that's not accurate whatsoever. So thank you for that, Hasbro. But yeah, there we go. Let me know what you guys think about these. We got Phase 1 Waxer and Boyle. We've got a 212th and plain white ARF Trooper. And we've got Dogma and Tup. More Umbara guys for the Black Series collection. I really do recommend these if this is something you're into. If you want to really grow your 6-inch Clone Trooper collection, it's a good way to do it. For me, with Clone Trooper toys, the only ones that really, really, really excite me nowadays are the Hot Toys ones when it comes to new releases. I love Hot Toys Clone Troopers, but I don't even get them all because they're going a little too deep into obscurity even for me on like some 501st guys. But, you know, it's cool to have these. I feel like someday I'll have a really nice Black Series Clone Trooper display, and I think these guys will go really nice in it. I really enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. But we'll see when it comes to what I decide doing with Black Series Clone Troopers in general. I actually canceled my pre-order for the Season 2 iterations of the Bad Batch team. I currently have no plans to buy them. So you'll have to go to another channel to see that. I just don't like the Bad Batch enough to have them twice. Once was enough. Twice in just different colors with some scarves on them. I don't know, man. I can't justify that much money. Maybe if they go on sale or something, but it's Walmart exclusive, so I doubt it. It's Walmart. You're not even going to see them in stores. It's just, Walmart doesn't care about collecting stuff. Alrighty, rambling over. I recommend these. Another cool AliExpress Clone Trooper unboxing. Let me know what you guys think about them down in the comments below. Alrighty, guys, there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Special shout out to channel members, as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.